Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Postseason baseball, Singy. It's always great to see and be a part of.
Oh, Boog, you just never know what's in store when it comes to postseason baseball. You do know you're going to see some amazing pitching, players coming out of the bullpen throwing 100, some incredible defensive plays, some big knocks, and maybe a mistake or two that'll live on forever. All I do know is I'm pumped up for this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set, and towing the slab here, number 31. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And now for the Jays, George Springer. Outside. And we're underway here in game 4.
First pitch, 7:08.
The 1-0. And that's outside. And there's a ball. That one lifted to left. Stant should have this one. And out number 1 on the grab. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Davis Schneider in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fly ball center field. Grisham settles under it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting third, the first baseman, Vladimir
2
Guerrero
down, bases empty.
Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Just missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Popped up. Chisholm puts it away, and that is that. 1 left for Toronto, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium and towing the slab, Louis Varland.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Here's the center fielder, Trent
for
Grisham.
the Yankees, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and get a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Big-time power. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that's hammered into right field. And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Bellinger up to hit. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first.
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
That one finds the zone, and it's a ball to strike. And that is out of play. First and second, no outs here in game 4 of this ALDS. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Batting 4.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Grisham on second. Judge at first. One gone. Comes up empty.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's the ball low.
Runners at first and second with one gone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Grounder might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Game 4 of the division series. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swinging a foul straight back. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Just missed.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kurt Gibson. Just iconic moments.
Corrals it. One down. Now it's the DH, Ernie Clement. Clement batting 6th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2017. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
On the ground, right side, Chisholm. Throw to first in time.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Upstairs.
Ball, that's up.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Judge going back on it. And gone! He flexes his power with that swing, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs, base is empty. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. In the dirt. Two outs and one in scoring position. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 2nd. And here's the veteran outfielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Varland back to work. In the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Batting
And there's one down.
the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one misses. Ball one. One out, base is empty. And now 2-0.
That's the ball. That's inside.
That one fouled off. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cut out and missed, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely should have laid off of.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back in the Bronx, new inning getting started. And now, George Springer.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Now the number 2 hitter, Davis Schneider. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Ball. 1-1.
Next offering is downstairs. Fastball for a strike. Close, but called a ball. And the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming off if he's walked.
So now 3-2. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, one away.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Strike 2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Schneider, the base runner at first with one out.
2-2.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Schneider rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
One out, the runner at second here in game 4 of this ALDS. Right through there for a strike. Popped up. Chisholm. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Flied to right his first time. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Inside, just missed.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Ernie Clement waiting to hit for Toronto. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And that one got a piece of him.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered in this game. That one not close. And that is ball 1. And that misses as well.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Two outs.
That missed. That's the ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down. The And, boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Blue Jays get a run on this double by Vlad Jr. And it's 2-zip. Back in the Bronx, and the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Austin.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So the batting order turns over, and next for New York, Trent Grisham reached on an infield single his first time. And a strike on the outside edge. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Tying run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Slings to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the 4th, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
In the air to left center. And there's one away.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1 so far. And there's the strike.
0-1.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now. So the lineup flips over, and the batter is George Springer. Both 2 in this one. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Wood!
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Two, 1.
That one is absolutely belted. Going back. Just missed it. And we're back.
Leading up,
here comes
for
Bellinger.
the Yankees, the designated hitter, Cody.
Well, Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, center field. Varsho settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 22.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. He hit into a double play his first time up. That's in there. That's strike 1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a bouncer towards third. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder,
And now it's Giancarlo
Stanton.
And that one is in for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Varsho brings it in with a nice running grab. So they go quietly there. We played 4. Blue Jays 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Davis Schneider. Fastball for a strike. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That misses 1-0. Vladdy, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to second, might be two. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the catcher,
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a miss. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug. Volpe over to Jazz. There's one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. Blue Jays 2 and the Yankees nothing. Game 4 of the division series. Now at the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Varland back to work.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
That one missed. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that drops in for a strike. And fouled off.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
This one popped up. Counter for Leffa. Sizing this one up. And there's one down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Louis Varland is done, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
left-hander out of the bullpen, number 68.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Anthony Volpe now at the plate. Walked his first time.
Boog, this offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
1.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. So man in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate here in Game 4 of this ALDS. And he deals late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
That big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees, and he's already singled in this game. First pitch misses. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Swing and a foul out of play. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. The Yanks lead one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Here comes a pitch. Check swing, called strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. David Bednar up and throwing. Hill getting loose as well. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Number 31 done for the night, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept them in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm.
Now pitching for
Will
the New
Warren
York
will take
Yankees.
over here.
Just trying to keep
Number
this one
98.
close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Up the middle. Whips it to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. So up next, Anthony Santander. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That one hammered way back. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now the batter now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and that's down and away.
1-0.
And the 1-0. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it gets by him. Now around second, going for third. The relay, he's in there.
His second knock of the night.
Now batting, shortstop Andres Jimenez.
One down, runner at third. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Fastball for a strike. That one at 95, missed up top, and the count is 1-1. One away with a runner at third, and we're the top half of the sixth. And there's a foul ball. Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Back to the top of the lineup, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. Kiner-Falefa on third with 2 out. And another ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
Next pitch is outside. Davis Schneider on deck for the Blue Jays. Foul ball there. The 3-1. Hit in the air, left field. Stanton is there. Makes the catch. And that is that. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Well, we go bottom 6. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Yankees finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Ripped to short. Jimenez throw to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Now
here is Aaron
right
Judge.
field,
1 for 2.
Judge.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Jays leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
2 outs, base is empty. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Now 1-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. And Belly goes down on strikes. Down in order go the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball
Yankees,
over to a new arm, David
number
Bednar.
53, David Bednar.
And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That one's in there. That's strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Warning track. And you can touch them all, baseball man. And they add to the lead. It's 5-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in late here in game 4. Hit hard on the ground is short. Volpe throws it to first in time. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Now batting, catcher
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That one fouled hard the other way.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide.
McMahon fires over to first. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out.
The center fielder, number 5, Dalton.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Stant should have this one. Hauls it in to end the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer, and the lead is now 5-0.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
29.
Yariel Rodriguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Stepping in,
Leading
Ben
up
Rice.
for the Yankees, the first baseman, Ben Rice.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's one down.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Sir Anthony Dominguez appears to be getting loose. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The Blue Jays leading by 5 here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings and misses, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check, still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New York
and a new
Yankees,
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
number
Tim Hill.
41.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Ernie Clement. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hill, in his 7th season, 35 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. And a foul ball. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Out to short, Volpe. On to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So digging in, Anthony Santander. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Ball one there. Action in the pen down there. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Now a chance for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Fought off foul. Santander at first, one gone. And that just misses.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Andres Jimenez.
So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. And they'll do it again. This to center field. And it falls. And out to a board.
The batter, the third baseman, George.
Here's George Springer. That misses.
Ball, that's low.
And that's ball 1. Just off the inside edge.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and that is that. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Justin Brule.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
The third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
On the ground to third. Fires over to Guerrero. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Shortstop, Anthony
Volpe getting ready to hit. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 0-1 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Santander in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
The catcher,
that's out number 2.
Austin Wells.
2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Outside with a breaking ball.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and that one is out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 5-1.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. 1 for 3. And the first offering is not close.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Two down, nobody on. And he takes a strike. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Yankees looking to rally. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. You'll see another. Base hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Justin Brule gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Brendan
Toronto.
Little on to pitch out of the pen
Number
here.
54, Brendan Little.
Here comes Aaron Judge. First
One
pitch,
ball, no
not
strike.
close. Grisham off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses.
2-1.
And that's ball 2. And that one is inside. Cody Bellinger waiting to hit for the Yankees. And Judge spoils that one. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his
Now
career
batting,
since
the
day one.
designated hitter, Cody.
First and second, 2
Bellinger.
outs. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And the first
1-0.
pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Sir Anthony Dominguez. The veteran right-hander appears to be loosening up. Hoffman also throwing. Lifted in the air down the left side. Jimenez settles under it and makes the catch. And the inning is over. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo.
Now pitch.
John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, number 31. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Pitch misses there. And 1-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one at triple digits.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
2-2 on the way. And there's a ball.
You got a full count.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. And that one is out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. His second homer of this series. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 4 of this ALDS. And a swing and a miss there.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Batting third, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So man aboard. Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one fouled off. In the air, left field. And that'll get down for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
And now Alejandro Kirk. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in, you got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road, stakes are high, energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit.
That misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And count 1 and 2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 and 2.
That missed by a lot. 2 and 2. Schneider over at second. Guerrero on at first with nobody out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Headed to the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And there's the strike. Right through there for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Inside, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And now it's going to be Ernie Clement. Golden opportunity right here. That one's upstairs, ball 1. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And the pitch. And the sweeper misses.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball, perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really got himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And that's in there for strike 1. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tap foul at the plate.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That's off the mark. Now 1 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging. And that is a big first out. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Base hit. 1 run is in. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. It's 5-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Number 31 out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching
Will
for the
Warren
Yankees,
taking over on the mound.
number 98, Will Warren.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. First pitch misses. Popped up left side. McMahon makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Seeing this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Springer in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Clement on third. Kiner-Falefa on at first with 2 down. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 on, 2 outs. On the inside corner for called strike 3. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees coming to bat. Back here in New York, and today's starting pitcher, Louis Varland. What do we need to know here?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first 3 hitters.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Just missed.
1-1.
That one fouled off. That missed by a
2-2.
lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Batting second, the right fielder,
Aaron Judge at the plate.
Judge.
That clips the corner. One out, base is empty.
One and one.
That one missed.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that's off
in.
the inside edge. And that's ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the
Batting
box.
third,
You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
One
Bellinger.
down. And up next for New York, Cody Bellinger. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Varland. He isn't really known as the starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And misses inside.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
That's the ball.
That misses. Ball 2.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Now it's going to be Ben Rice.
That missed.
Just missed. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's a 2-0. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Two outs. And it's even up. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. One left for the Yankees. It's 5-0. Game 4 of the division series. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. Warren back to work. Warren in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Way out front for strike 2.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point in the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Next pitch is downstairs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. RBI single his last time up. In there for strike 1. And that's too high. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Now this is in the air down the line. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back in the Bronx, bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. That's outside.
No, that's a ball.
And the count is 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swing and a tapper. Fires over to Guerrero. And they take care of Stain for the out.
The second baseman, Chisholm Jr.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
2 down, base is empty. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's a strike.
It's 0-1.
Foul ball. Gonna count 1-2. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees nothing. Back in New York, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Ernie Clement. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Oh, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. And trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Jump throw to first, and he beats it.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first, and not every shortstop can even make that play.
Man at first with 1 gone. And next for Toronto, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, shortstop Andres.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Second and third, 1 away here in game 4 of this ALDS. Fouled off. He was late.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. In plenty of time to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And the batter is George Springer. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Inside. And the count even 1-1. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Into center. It gets down a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Runner at first with 2 away. And now for the Jays, Davis Schneider. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Springer off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. Springer on the run. There's the ball.
2-2.
Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
He goes down looking. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees nothing. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that's in the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one ripped. That's back there. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
So man aboard, Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Man at second. Hitting the air out to center field. Varsho makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Led off the game with a strikeout.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Ball one, no strikes.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one almost got him.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a foul ball. That one off the mark. Ball 3.
Count full.
Ripped on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. It's Aaron Judge
The right
now.
fielder,
Worked
number
to walk
99,
in his first trip to the
Aaron
plate.
Judge.
There's the strike. Next offer in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And that's outside.
1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Hard hit left side. Jimenez throw to first. Judge out on the play. And that is the inning. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 3 innings in the books here in Game 4. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching.
Welcome
the
back,
Yankees,
and now on the mound to start the 4th,
Number
David
53.
Bednar.
David Bednar.
And here's the first baseman,
The
Vladimir
first baseman,
Guerrero
Vladimir
Jr.
Guerrero
Singled and scored back in the
Jr.
first. He's 1 for 2. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, these Jays really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Everything is clicking in. When you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your guys came to do some damage.
And a good eye there.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot of hard work's been paying off.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Grisham settles under it. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting. Catcher
Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That one misses. 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Right through there for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Up the middle, Volpe. Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. Down in order go the Blue Jays. And they're on top 7-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Trey Savage.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they got a lot of
the
outs to
Yankees.
eat up in that
The
bullpen.
designated hitter,
I think they'll
Cody
look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Bellinger in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
A little out front there as he swings through it. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. That's inside. Now 2-2. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Gets against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Hit on the ground, might be two. Guerrero over to second, now to first, and it's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside and create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. Two outs. And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-0. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
3-0.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Too high, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And there's a foul ball. Fastball is outside. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him swinging. The Yanks lead 1. They're down 7-1. Game 4 of the division series. And now, Ernie Clement. Bednar in his 5th season, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. Bednar back to work. Oof! That one went straight back and got her ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
So up next, Anthony Santander, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. The Jays up big in this one here in game 4 of this ALDS. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That's down
No,
and in.
that missed.
Two down, nobody on. And
No,
another
that's
ball.
out.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
As a hitter,
2-1.
you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
2-2.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Stanton makes the play, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, and here is Ryan McMahon. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Yariel Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. That's a little high. And the count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 0-for-1 with a fly out to center. Foul ball there.
This offense has their backs against the wall. You know, baseball has a way of surprising people, but it's going to take a huge effort to fight back and save their season.
This one in the air, and that is Springer. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. And here is Andres Jimenez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. And there's a ball.
2-2.
Up the middle, on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
The third baseman, number 4, George Springer.
So the batting order turns over, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. Pulls in with a double, third hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Grisham under it. He makes the grab. And there are two down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. That smash towards center. Reaching for it, makes the catch. One hit, one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees 1. Back in the Bronx, and now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Yariel Rodriguez getting ready to go. In the air, out towards left center. Schneider sizes this one up, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And strike 2.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch.
Now
Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bellinger in the box again, takes the strike.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Nothing across here this half. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching for
Tim
the
Hill
New York
on the
Yankees,
pitch here.
number 41, Tim Hill.
Here's the catcher,
Leading off
Alejandro Kirk.
the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Check swing called strike. And that is strike one. Hill fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. And the 0-1.
Ball.
And that one is inside.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
He's got it. One up, one down. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that misses. And that's ball one. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes. It's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate. Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys choking up on the bat a little bit to have some more bat control, be a little bit quicker, and don't get greedy.
Good eye in that spot. In the air out to center, and that will fall. And that keeps the inning going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The Blue Jays up big in this one late here in game 4. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. They get the force, and that's the third out. Back now in the Bronx, set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. upstairs.
That's the ball.
And that is ball one. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Pulls that one foul.
No, good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. That one missed. And that is ball four, and the Yankees are in business.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Chisholm stands in now and watches strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Chisholm checks his swing. Appeal down to third. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller.
No, that's high.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one.
McMahon.
And that one wrapped foul. And that one fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 4 of this ALDS. And ball one.
1-2.
Soft contact in the air, puts it away for the out.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
So first and second with 2 outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
2 aboard, 2 outs. There's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Foul ball still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Rice at second, Stanton at first, 2 out of the inning. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New York
and a new arm on the
Yankees,
mound to start the eighth.
number
Fernando
63.
Cruz.
Fernando Cruz.
And now
Leading
here
off
is
for Toronto,
Isaiah
the second
Kiner-Falefa.
baseman, Kiner-Falefa.
Ripped on a line. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
So a man aboard. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss as he was late. Activity in the bullpen.
1-1.
Camilo Doval, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Man at second. On the ground. Volpe throws it to first in time. First out in the top of the eighth.
The third baseman, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Squirts away a little bit. That's down and in.
Ball. 2-0.
Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Left fielder Davis Schneider.
So first and second with 1 gone. So up next for Toronto, Davis Schneider. And that's through there for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. That one just misses. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So 2 down now, and here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
First and second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a pop-up. Wells under it. Makes the grab. And that is that. 2 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 68.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
leading off for the
And now the
Yankees,
catcher comes
the
up to
catcher,
hit. Austin Wells. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
3-0.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Grisham in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Yeah, that's fouled off. Stepping in, the long ball threat, George Springer. And that is out of play. Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Davis Schneider now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Runner on the move. Pop dump. Volpe. Nabs it. 2 away.
So that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, third out. One left for Toronto. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium. And our pitcher tonight, Louis Varland.
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! They must be going crazy in the dugout. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 4 of this ALDS.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Ball, outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Fought off foul. That one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Here's the 0-2.
That's high. That's a ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things.
The first baseman.
So when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And now it's even up. Ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. Inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Game 4 of the division series. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Ernie Clement, the next to hit. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Varsho gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back.
One, two.
In the dirt. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Judge makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Santander.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Throw into third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Two on, one out. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa next up for the Blue Jays. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And fouled off. First and third, one down. Flips the corner. That is strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Two on, one out. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and no one can get there. It falls in. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Oh, he throws it away.
A couple of singles back-to-back. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And that one fouled off. Now fly ball to right center. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's 2 down.
The third baseman of the Phillies, George Springer.
And the batter is George Springer. First time up was a pop out.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
2 on, 2 outs.
1 and 1.
In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's Stanton now.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Varland back to work. Ball one there.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Falling behind 2-1. There's a strike. Next offering way off the plate. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Fastball for a strike.
0-1. Ball.
This one in the dirt.
1-1.
Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's a ball. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
And that is ball 4, and the Yankees are in business.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. First and second here, no outs. Swing and a foul out of play.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. That one's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Tied up here in the early going. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
0-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. 0-2 count. You feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Austin Wells stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The changeup missing, and now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next one misses, and now 3-0.
Well, out there on the mound, he's got to go right after this hitter because you don't want to turn this lineup over. This is the guy that you've got to get that final out, get out of this inning.
And there's the automatic. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air, foul off first. And that is the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. Now the third baseman, George Springer.
Number 4, George
Springer, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Next pitch misses. 1-1. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Gets against the front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's the left fielder, Davis Schneider. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And look out. That one gets it. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flied out his first time. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Outside low, ball 1. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, He's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Right side. And it gets by him. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. And it's 3-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would like, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Kicks and deals. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees 1. Back for more from the Bronx. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Fouled off. He was late. Off the mark there.
That's the
and
ball.
the count even 1-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that all over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Judge waits. And there's a strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended,
1-1.
tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
One out, base is empty. Out to center. Varsho after it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Bellinger at the plate now. That's ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right through there for a strike. And it is 2-1. Inside, just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. That one inside. Look out. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 4 of this ALDS. Next offering is fouled back.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one upstairs. Bellinger at second with 2 down. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Yankees. Score holds. It's 3-1. Game 4 of the division series. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. That's a strike. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to the right side. And a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to center his first time. Right down to shoot. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's downstairs and outside. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and even with his speed, they get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, George Springer.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 2. That's to third. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. In the air, left field, down the line, dives and makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth.
Now
Trey Savage.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
For the Yankees,
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Giancarlo Stanton.
That one missed. Movement in the bullpen. Number 68 preparing to come on if needed. Rodriguez, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that's way high. And it's 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
This to third. Fair ball. Man at first, Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He reached out to walk his first time. And a curve is down and in. The Jays leading by 3 here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Just missed.
That's the ball.
2-0 count, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That misses the zone, and now 3-1. Stanton gets his lead at first, nobody out. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And now it's 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss. And I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Caught looking his first time up. And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Pitch misses inside. And now it's even 1-1. And fires in a fastball at 95. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Ball one, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball low.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive. It gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Austin Wells. He popped out his first time. A little bit high, maybe. 1-0. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. 2-1 now. Swung on, belted. That one's back there. Into the bullpen and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-4.
Like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. First pitch just misses.
One ball, no strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Guerrero brings it in for the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. All even now at 4 apiece. Back here in New York, top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That's in there.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Two and two.
Center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one in the dirt. Now 1-2. That one missing inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. And a strike. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Just outside. Yeah, the count 1-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
the new pitcher in the game, number 68. Here comes Aaron Judge.
For the Yankees.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And And that one is inside ball one.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike.
You're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
It's a leadoff walk.
Take your base.
And that's the go-ahead run.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now that the designated
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Judge on at first. Nobody out. Swings, and this one's flared. And it's in there. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He kind of muscled that one out there, didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Rice in the box now. Takes strike one. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Off the mark there.
That's the ball.
And the count is 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
In the air, right center. This is mashed. Way back and gone. He muscles that one out of here. And they rally from 3 back. It's 7-4. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 68 won't go any further tonight. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. The left-hander on now, Justin Brule.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's 2 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one is inside.
That's the ball.
Yankees up by 3. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The batter, number 13.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A strikeout and a walk. And Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No balls, one strike.
Still only one out here in the inning. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. And that's down and away. Slapped foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
Now batting the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's inside. And that's ball one. He was late there. Strike one.
One ball, one strike.
That's a little bit low.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 7-4 ball game. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Will Warren.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Ernie Clement digs in now. 0-2 in this one. In for a strike. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Doval also getting ready. Up and in, and 1-1.
With both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
That one finds the corner, and it's 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. And there's one down.
Now batting.
And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Santander, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. The Blue Jays trailing by 3 here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Swing and a miss. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. In the air, left side. Makes the catch, inning over. Offense held in check there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Yankees 7, the Jays 4. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Anthony Volpe.
Brule back to work.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
The catcher, number 28.
Next for New York, Austin Wells. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Singy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
That misses,
1-0.
and it's 1-0.
Right through there for a strike. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
And now 2-1.
Ball.
Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's down and in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That one hurts right there as they couldn't take care of the bottom of the order to start this inning. Turn the lineup over. Now this inning's set up to be something big for this offense.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability.
Judge rips that one. And that's a base hit. Volpe flying around third and headed home. On the third, save. And a run comes in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Bellinger up to hit.
Ball.
On the ground right side, and a foul ball. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a foul straight back. Breaking ball misses down and away.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
In the air, left field, down the line. And it stays fair. Wells comes round and he scores. And it's an RBI single. It's now 9-4.
Comes through with the RBI. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Justin Brule departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
new pitcher now for the Jays, Yariel Rodriguez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now batting.
And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
Foul ball there. And now the 0-1. There's a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Next offering is down low.
1-2.
Good eye right there. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swung on, popped up left side. Jimenez on his way over. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
So first and second with 2 outs. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And ball 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Sir Anthony Dominguez getting loose out there. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. The Yankees 9, the Jays 4. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andres Jimenez. Ball 1 there. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
him out front for the strikeout. Here's George Springer.
The third baseman, number 4, George Springer.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. The Yanks leading by 5 late here in Game 4. Swing and a base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the
new pitcher on now, David Bednar.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So up next, Davis Schneider. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one ripped right center field, way back there. And that one is off the wall. Springer around third. He will score.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back. And he brings it into the warning track. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Yankees 9 and the Blue Jays 5.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brendan Little.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And there's the ball. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Just one of those
Third
seeing
baseman,
eye base hits
Ryan.
through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in on a dive. And it's fouled away. Chisholm aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate.
Now
2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Volpe, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runner takes off. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. Outside low. And a count 2-1. Check on the runner. Chisholm back on a dive. 1 out and a runner at second. And that misses. Now 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He's already homered here in this one. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
That's way outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. There's the strike. Upstairs. 2 on, 2 outs. That's out to center field. Varsho under this one. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair as they can't add to their 9-5 lead.
Now pitching for the New York
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Tim Hill.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Varsho, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
The 0-2. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And now the count is even. Activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Right through there for a strike. Bases empty, 1 away here in game 4 of this ALDS. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Chisholm. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder Anthony Santander.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Anthony Santander. 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And a foul ball. One and 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge tracks it down for the out. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Yankees 9 and the Blue Jays 5.
Now pitching for
Chris Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. And that's off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Tommy Nance, the young right-hander, up and throwing. 1 down, base is empty. Fouled off to the right. Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Rice, the next to hit, takes outside. And that one is downstairs. And the count now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Too low, and it's ball 3. Fastball for a strike. Swings and misses. And the count is filled up.
Count is full.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. The Yankees need just 3 outs to clinch a win in this division series when we return.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
New
It's
York
the top of the
Yankees.
9th. And there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
63.
Fernando Cruz.
Fernando.
Now it's the second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. There's a strike. Cruz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1.
Ball.
Just missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
That one misses.
Ball
So a
4.
leadoff walk.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
Man at first, nobody out. Andres Jimenez will hit next. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the bullpen. Camilo Doval getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And a foul ball. The Jays down by 4 late here in Game 4. On the ground to first, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. On the first, out, double play. Just got it there in time.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Springer stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Yanks leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. And another ball. That one missed. Now 3-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And that's ball 4.
Nope, ball 4. Take your base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Schneider in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Springer leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one is hammered right field. That's back. And it's gone. He hammers one out to right. And they slice into the lead. It's 9-7. They need it. So they turn to their closer, Devin Williams.
Number 38.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are
on the ground to the left. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And the New York Yankees are headed to the AL Championship Series.